You a fat black woman and you talking about equality? Yes, I am. Because there's a little girl who's not here yet. And she's depending on us to make sure she doesn't have the same battles that we have right now as the women that came before me.
People are saying that I was not supporting Taraji. Taraji will tell you herself that I've been the greatest champion of this film, championing not only the behind-the-scenes production, but also everything that everybody needed.
We didn't have our own dressing rooms at the time, and they did not give us it. Sorry, Miss Obi, we didn't have no food.
She had no idea.
She didn't know what was going on.
She had no idea.
I heard about it.
Oh, yeah.
And you corrected it for us.
Monique recently entered the conversation surrounding the controversy over low pay and working conditions during the filming of The Color Purple. Oprah Winfrey, who co-produced the project, had responded to comments from Taraji P. Henson about being underpaid, attributing the issues to the studio and presenting herself as a champion for all actresses on set. Monique, however, called out Oprah for being dishonest and accused her of gaslighting the public. Monique, drawing from her own experiences, claimed that Oprah was caught in a lie and emphasized that she knows how Oprah behaves behind the scenes. Many fans are supporting Monique, questioning Oprah's sincerity. The controversy originated when Taraji P. Henson shed light on the challenging working conditions faced by black actresses during the filming of The Color Purple, prompting a broader discussion about the ongoing struggles of black women in Hollywood.
What I will say about our beautiful community, for the ones that says she's crazy, I can't tell you the outpouring of love from them same ones saying, sis, now I get it. And what happens is we normally give up. So we never get in a position of getting it. I'm not going to give up.
Many people on social media are pointing out that Monique has been advocating for fair pay in the entertainment industry for years, but her powerful message didn't receive the recognition it deserved. In 2009, Monique publicly accused Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels of blackballing her. The reason behind this, she claimed, was her refusal to promote the movie Precious overseas without proper compensation. However, instead of support, Monique faced backlash from the media, which labeled her as difficult and ungrateful. Even some fellow black actresses and comedians, including Whoopi Goldberg, criticized Monique, with Goldberg suggesting she could have offered guidance on how to navigate her career.
And I said, if you had called me, I could have schooled you on what was expected.
And when we did have that conversation and what I said to you, my sweet sister, I said, Whoopi, at what point do we stop saying the next time? Because what was expected,
but I want to
answer it though.
Yeah.
This recent controversy over The Color Purple has brought attention back to Monique's long-standing advocacy for fair treatment in the industry. Nevertheless, Monique stood firm and resisted being gaslighted. She specifically called out Whoopi Goldberg for perpetuating a harmful narrative that suggests black women should be grateful for any job in Hollywood and be willing to work for free if needed.
When I have a woman that says to me on national TV, I could have schooled you. Well, you wanted to school me on how I was supposed to work for free. I simply don't want that type of education. That's the education you're fine with. That's not the education I want, and that's not the education I want to pass down to my little sisters saying, you just gotta do it, let me school you. If they're not paying you, baby, that's called slavery.
Monique challenged this notion, emphasizing the importance of fair compensation and rejecting the idea that gratitude should overshadow the demand for equitable treatment in the entertainment industry. This confrontation highlights Monique's determination to address systemic issues and advocate for better conditions for black women in Hollywood. Monique continues to criticize Oprah, cautioning fans not to be swayed by Oprah's narrative, as she believes Oprah only champions herself. When asked to comment on Oprah's response to the controversy around The Color Purple, Monique remained skeptical. Recently, Taraji P. Henson shared more details about the challenging conditions on set, disclosing that she had to drive herself to work in a rented car in Atlanta after long, exhausting days. Taraji expressed concerns about the safety of this arrangement and requested a driver or security, but the studio was reluctant. Taraji had to advocate for herself and her colleagues. In a new interview, Danielle Brooks, who plays Sophia in the remake of The Color Purple, revealed that all actresses had to share the same trailer. Some days lacked food on set, and the film had a substantial budget of $100 million. During this revelation, Oprah seemed visibly bothered and interrupted Danielle, claiming she had no prior knowledge of the actress's struggles.
Taraji. Taraji, as Blitz, our director, says. I mean, I have been watching her from the beginning. And to just have someone just be a guide for us, be our voice box. I remember when we first came in and we were doing rehearsal and they put us all in the same space. Like, we didn't have our own dressing rooms at the time, and they did not give us sorry, Miss O, we didn't have no food.
I heard about it.
Oh,
You did,
yeah.
and you corrected it
Yeah,
for
I
us.
corrected it.
You
I
corrected
called you.
it.
Didn't I
for us.
call you?
Yes, and I
did.
was like, Miss O, we gotta fix this. And she said, say less. And was it not
And
fixed?
that's what I appreciated, though. You were our voice, because a lot of times, yes, I've done a lot of TV, I've done a lot of films, specifically independent films, but this is my first studio film. So sometimes you do come in just saying, okay, well, I'm gonna just take whatever they give me. I'm just happy to be here, you know? But you spoke up for us and you showed me how to do that. But what I've really enjoyed is your sisterhood is authentic.
Raising skepticism among critics, fans remain unconvinced by Oprah's version of the story, questioning why the cast had to publicly address basic needs not being met in the first place. Many wonder why such issues weren't resolved before filming even began. The movie's substantial $100 million budget adds to the frustration, with fans expecting ample resources to ensure the well-being of the cast. Critics argue that Oprah's attempt at damage control, portraying herself as unaware until someone spoke up, feels disingenuous. Capra, however, is deflecting blame onto social media, asserting that the controversy was exaggerated due to scrutiny of her and Taraji's body language during the press tour. Despite this, Oprah denies any feuding with Taraji during the 2024 Golden Globe Awards in a recent interview with Ed.
Thing online about us being separated at the top of the Empire State Building. On that particular day, we were so cold. So I don't know what kind of body language people were talking about. I was like just trying to stay warm, and that was the fourth thing we had done. And so I you know, there's no validity to there being a thing between Taraji and I.
Oprah has asserted that she had no involvement in determining the budget for The Color Purple. She explained that as soon as she became aware of issues on set, she took immediate action to address and resolve them. According to Oprah, once she learned about the problems, she stepped up and played a role in fixing the issues.
Taraji will tell you herself that I've been the greatest champion of this film, championing not only the behind-the-scenes production, but also everything that everybody needed. So whenever I heard that there was something that people needed, I'm not in charge of the budget because that's Warner Brothers. You know, that's the way the studio system works. And we as producers, everybody gets their salary. That's negotiated by your team. And so whenever I heard there was an issue or there was a problem with the cars or there was a problem with the food, I would step in and do whatever I could to make it right. And I believe that she would even vouch.
This statement is part of Oprah's attempt to distance herself from any responsibility for the reported challenges faced by the cast during the filming of the movie. However, fans remain skeptical, questioning the accountability and transparency in the handling of the production, especially given the substantial budget associated with the project.